Are we live on the Strem de la Strem?
I think we are.
Hello. Oh, it's MT. Hello, everybody. It's me, Pixie. And I'm back here with a Ham Games run. We're going to be getting all the gold today, because look at that. That's the prize if you get gold, and that's what I want today. So, I guess we can just get started. But before we do, for this particular run, gotta get rid of all the data because we're going in clean. None of this, like, we've done this before. So hopefully everything sounds good. Just let me know in the thing if I'm good, and I'll give the countdown to let us in. Also, MT, if anything ever comes in, either I'll just let you know, or I will...
I'll just butt in.
Or you can just jump on in.
Okay.
Yeah. Just do your thing. I'm just waiting for the... Okay. So I'm gonna do the countdown now, and we're gonna go... Oh. That was weird. We're gonna go in on 3, 2, 1, go. Thanks, guys! I see all the love in the chat. I'm very nervous, you know. I'm gonna kill this run, but you know.
Got it.
You never know what happens. Thank you. Thanks, MT. You're gonna help with my nerves here.
I'm here.
So we got the... Oh, thank you. So we got the opening ceremony here with Big Bo in the house. It says games, but there's a reason why it's called the Ham Games, because we're Team Ham and we're gonna kill it. So we got our main cast characters over here. We got Team Ham. Look at us, we're just ready to go.
They're so cute.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It is not in Twilight
And then you
Town.
got this,
Hey.
not what you would call the cutest hamsters on the planet, I would say. But the big pirate things. I know you're probably a bit behind though, just because I'm... Oh, no worries. I'll let you catch up as it goes. And this is probably my favorite team coming up over here. Got these little costumes in here.
Oh my, these pirates. Oh.
Listen, we're gonna kick their
Oh
butts.
no.
You're gonna love the next team though, don't worry. I mean, all these teams are great, so you don't gotta worry.
Oh, these are cute.
And then we got... Yeah! We got a little bunny, a little zebra. And you got Team Rainbow over here. They're like the organizers of this particular event, so they think they got the advantage just because they came up with the games. We're gonna take them down today. Very cute though, all these teams, even the nasty pirates. Throughout the run, I'll probably just explain. Oh gosh, I don't know why it's flagging right now. It's good. Alright, so the first run I already messed up. I pressed B, not A. So this is kind of like a continuation of like the Saturday morning cartoon run we had earlier today, because this in itself was also, I would say, probably a classic cartoon growing up. For me anyway. I don't know if this was past your time.
It might have been a little, but I know that M-Dubs loved it. So it wasn't, it wasn't too far past.
Okay. Well, they're still cute, so you can appreciate them
I
nonetheless. So we got the ham eater dash. This is probably the one I'm most nervous about, because like we're going backwards. That doesn't actually do anything. That's just for aesthetic purposes. But you have to hold like the left button to do that. It's just a fun little Easter egg. I didn't actually know about these Easter eggs until I started like looking into doing the speed run of it, because like the wiki just had like, oh, these are all like the tips and tricks you can do. I'm like, so you can do that over there. So we got the first win, the first W. Oh, I'm already, I was like sucked into reading the chat and didn't skip more on the ceremony. You didn't know you could go backwards? Yeah, it's a cool trick, Phantom. It's a cool trick that I learned about.
It doesn't inhibit
Seeing all these
anything.
people... No, absolutely not. It actually, it's kind of a flex, really, that we could win running backwards, kind of. So, we're at the Athletes Village right now, where all the hams get to stay, but there's not enough room for us, so we have to go to the clubhouse. So I'm like, okay, fine. We'll just do our thing back at home over here. And that's day one. Day one is literally just the ham eater dash, and we'll get ready to go for the next one. And usually when I get to go to bed, this is like, I need my water break right now, so that's what that's all about. Still got your Ham plushies? Oh, I see you in the chat. So this is Crystal, the Snow Fairy. So she's kind of like Navi, but you know, she's just here to have just be nice. It's like, hey, here's little tips that I'm probably gonna explain during the run. So we got Bo Orange here explaining day 2. So one of these games I'm particularly nervous about, not because it's difficult, but because it just takes a while, and that's the first particular event, which is tennis. We're gonna get interrupted by the TV Steener over there. I am not gonna be watching the TV every day, that would take a lot of time, but the TV does have like some nice programs that happen there. In the morning you get like music requests, which certain hamsters put in. It's like, hey, I like this song, so you can play it. And if we weren't doing a speed run, you could also request your own songs for that. And I'll probably explain some of the shopping channels, the other channels later on. But right now we're focusing on tennis. And by the way, I'm saying all these on easy just so that if I do mess up, it'll be less embarrassing. It'll have a bit more of like a safety net, because sometimes these guys can get me back. So the opponent we're up against right now is Hamberto of the Team Pirates. He's probably like the most memorable pirate for me, just because I'll always see him on tennis. Ooh, all those gift subs in the chat.
Toad in Wonderland, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated.
Okay, that first rally went pretty well. Sometimes they swing back and it just makes it longer.
Is it his nose?
I'm more nervous.
Is it his nose or his mouth?
What do you mean?
I'm
like
a pirate.
What? Oh, that's like, I think that's his mouth. It's just he has just like
He
big lips.
Big
kind
lips
of.
for a hamster. Sorry. Continue.
Oh god, he hit me.
No.
No, you're good. You're good. I got hit. So this the defending is always like harder, just because when you're like serving, sometimes they'll just miss it. So it's like more. It's like, hey, I don't have to worry about this anymore. But this one they can like serve back and it just takes longer. But we're catching up. We're at 30-30 right now. Hamtaro. I don't know what that was about. The game actually just stuttered for a second. So we're going to be entering a deuce situation, which I didn't want to have happen, but at least I'm not out of the game yet.
Yeah. Do you know what your personal best is?
And I usually... My personal best for the time? It was about 43 minutes, I want to say. It was like my most recent Twitch VOD. I didn't actually have the time written down, but I got pretty lucky on that one, I would say. But also, I did make a couple mistakes, so maybe we can pass that this time. I see Phantom Tempest was saying, who's everyone's favorite member of the Ham? Mine is Sandy's. Sandy's was my sister's favorite, actually. She has like the cute little ribbon. We won't be seeing her too much in this run, just because you can't play with her, but she's very cute. She does like gymnastics, which is her thing, which is weird because gymnastics is not an event in this game. You'd think it would be for an Olympic game, but
yeah, you would.
My personal favorite was Panda, just because he was a panda.
Very
so
cute.
Unique guy. We won't be seeing him either, but his personality is basically that he likes doing all the building stuff. So that's what he's creative.
Aww. I feel like I liked Pashmina.
Oh yeah, she's very cute with the scarf, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, this might be a foul. So we're on hammer toss right now. I love... Yeah, that's a foul. We're going to do that again. So normally you want to do this in like one round, but I fouled, so that's my bad. I released it a little too late, but normally I can do this in one set, because this is one of the games, there's like 2 or 3 games I want to say you can like quit early to get like a good time. That might be a bit late again. Oh gosh, the pressure is getting to me. Oh. Okay, that's another foul. Oh gosh. This does not happen.
Okay.
So I just gotta focus. I just gotta focus on getting in the middle. So you hold down A to charge up your thing.
Have you ever done that in real life?
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
no.
man, I might. Oh, it's a heartbreaker. This has never happened before. So, I'm going to... So the thing about this one is... Oh, this sucks, actually. So hopefully, I'm going to reopen the game because we're going to start the entire run over. So, because with this particular game, you cannot restart. You have to get it. This has never happened.
Of course. I mean, that's how it always goes. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least it was like early that this happened, but oof,
it's. Yep, I know.
I have to intentionally delete my save file, so there you go. So we have to start again. But that's okay. I think I should have enough time to still do this run within the hour. Might go a bit over, so I'm a little nervous about that. No, you don't need to reset the timer. I think we're just gonna keep going with this. Yeah, MGBA hype. I really want to do the gold run, so I didn't have like a backup for this. Thanks, guys! I know, I'm a little nervous, so... We're gonna do this introduction thing again. I don't think we're gonna do it backwards this time. At least I can show off Hamtaro running off normally this time around.
You got it.
So I guess while this is, if there's anything you want to like comment about, like any incentives or donations, like that kind of stuff, feel free to do it now.
Let's see. So I thought I would mention that earlier Zombie Juice did say this, and I thought this was really cool because we're still just under we're just under 7,000 right now, and Zombie said, "Did you know that 6K would buy 20 Nintendo Switches for kids with pediatric cancer? It would set up 16 8-week veteran art classes. It would pay for a year's worth of beach cleanups with Reef Relief. It would be all the electronics needed for 1,000 care bags with WSEGL, which is Warriors and Survivors of Esports Gaming Lounge." And it says, "You all are killing it, and we will be able to help so many people with what you've raised so far." So that's really awesome. You can go to streamforacause.org or hit !SFAC in the chat and learn all about Stream for a Cause and what they're all about and how they distribute what is donated, and it's really, really great. So I just wanted to mention that.
That's awesome. Alright, so we're gonna start again with the hand meter dash in here. So the thing was, at least it wasn't that like I performed poorly, it was more so I just went a bit late on all the things. Because I can beat these guys easily, like...
It's the curse of the run of the live run.
Absolutely, like for sure. Streamer's curse.
Like, why did my mic just stop working right when I went live? I don't know. Never happened before.
Right? Mm-hmm. For sure. Alright, so we can pull this back. I think we might just hit it right at 11 o'clock, I think, if anything, so apologies for that if we're a little late on Family Feud, but you know. Oh, there's Pashmina right now. She's giving a clap for us. I'm gonna head on back home right now. I guess since nothing particularly new is happening, I guess I can tell this little story. Alpha Dream actually did make this game. It sure did, Kingo. Tack Hue time. There is no tack hewing in this game, Scooter. I'm sorry, it's not a thing. But I was gonna explain this because like this game was actually like this game. It's one of the games. I don't know if it was the game that was developed for the Tokyo 2004 Olympic Games. Like this is one of what Nintendo did to celebrate that with Hamtaro, which I think is super cute. This was also this was also a nice TV special. I remember seeing that on TV. It's like, oh, I don't recognize any of these guys. And I guess a story that comes along with that is in school we were also celebrating the Olympics, and I thought it'd be fun to like make medals for people, but like it's like, hey, we did all these congratulations on like winning and stuff, but the only thing that I could do was like make them out of paper. I was like, oh, this is kind of cute. I was proud of them when I was making them. They're like the size of like quarters or something by the end product, but when I brought them to school, I was really embarrassed because the assistant teacher had like real like play medals that they were giving out. I was like, oh jeez, I don't want to give these out, but I did. I was embarrassed about it, but you know, I was it was nice to. I had fun.
Super
doing
cute.
It. Whoops. So we're back on the tennis thing. I'm hoping that Hamberto over here is a bit generous to me because we need some time to catch up on this right now. So if he keeps hitting those, missing those, we'll be good to go. Alright, that perfect. He didn't hit back. He knew we need to save stuff. You take your handmade paper medals, Pixie? Well, thanks, Bobo. Just be in my 4th grade class. He hit me. Disrespectful. And funny thing is, I think this is actually like one of the it's the second tennis game that I've ever played on. Like the first one was like tennis for Game Boy with like Mario as like the thing, the coach and stuff like that. But the referee, that was like the first tennis game. This was the second one, and I loved playing this one back and forth. Like I didn't grow up with Mario Tennis, none of that stuff. This was my go-to tennis game. So alright, so we're caught up now. That was a pretty clean tennis run. So we did restart the timer, which I didn't want to just because I was like, I'm gonna keep it real. So we're doing pretty good right now on the catch up. So I just have to remember the fundamentals with hammer toss. Not try to be too flashy, not try to brag too much. I can brag once I get past it. But I guess I wanted to explain this while this was happening. Like, this was the game which was... I wanted to set a bunch of records with it, because, like, if you get the timing right on this one, you can go super far in the hammer toss, but I don't want to set the record just because it takes a bit of time away from it, actually, so... 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, there we go. That should be good. That should be good. Right in the middle. And so usually for like a faster run, you want to let go of like at number 5, but just for insurance, I let go at number 7. So, but I think like the highest like record I can remember is either 88 ham meters or 92. I know it's like a bit of a drastic difference, but I played this minigame a lot as a kid. I was super into it, so. Oh, Oxnard over there is so huggy. You remember playing Mario Tennis on GBA at a Walmart display and thinking the music was cool? So you're pretty happy when you got the N64 game had a song I really liked. What the heck is a HM ham meter? That is correct, K-Man. An HM is in fact a ham meter, so...
I want a ham meter.
Do you want a ham meter?
Ham meter?
Alright, I believe you. Alright, so this next one is diving. When I was practicing this one was the one that I love practicing with this one. I'm not very, it's like inconsistent for me because like all these like fast like button pressing games, I'm like, I don't know, it's random, my nerves. Because I gotta go as fast as possible and I don't want to make as many mistakes. Not because, so I won't beat the computer, because you can do terribly and beat the computer on easy, but I want this pot that comes up when you dive in. It's just, it means you did a good job and you didn't miss anything, so it's really for my own sake that I want this I want this pot to show up whenever Cappy over here does the dive, but there we go. So we've got 3 pots so far. I don't think you can get a pot in the 5th one, but I haven't seen it happen yet, but maybe it's possible. R and up. Okay, so we didn't get the pot there. That's fine. That's fine. And for this little Cappy, he's wearing a diving cap, which I guess he just always wears, which I think is super cute. You know, I like Cappy, but he's like one of my least favorite hamsters, just because he's definitely one of the most childish ones in there, which, I mean, it works for him, but it's not my particular favorite. Also in the Game Boy Color game, he's kind of a brat in that one, so I'm like, gotta attack you a lot for this boy, so I'm not happy with that sometimes. So we're done day 2 now. We can go back home. Yeah, I don't know why this game is like lagging a bunch. Let me just adjust this battery real quick. Give me 1 second. There we go. Maybe that'll help it. It's stuttering a bit. There's a ham named Warts. There is. He's a cute little frog buddy. You can't diss the frog buddy. Also, thank you for bringing up Warts, by the way, Naf, because if you do play this goes along with what this mailman is doing right now, giving us all these cute little costumes. So Warts, every time you compete in the Olympic Games here, he changes costumes, so he's the only one on Team Jungle that changes his outfit every time. So he's not always a frog. Sometimes he's a hippo, and I think he can also be a palm tree. So if you want to see an Olympic palm tree compete, play this game 3 times and you'll see that. So, and here she's gonna explain the cute little costumes. That's mainly what the seeds are for. You can buy costumes during the afternoon if you watch the TV Steener. So we're not going to be doing that this time, but there's definitely like a lot of things you can do in this game besides just plowing through the mini games. There's like a bit of a story that's going on in the background. It's just up to you to reach out for it. There's Panda, my favorite. So we're going into the volleyball thing, and since we're doing the volleyball thing, I might as well just bringing this up for a little bit of inspiration on the screen. We're teaming with Bijou, who's super into Hamtaro, but I think Hamtaro is a little oblivious to it. So this is another one that I'm particularly nervous about, but we're channeling the volleyball fist right now with this one, so I'm hoping we can pull it through. I actually think as far as like the competition, Team Jungle's more annoying to face up against here than in the finals, because in the finals the team is more aggressive, but that actually plays in our favor. So the main tactic I will be using for this particular minigame is just blocking and serving. So I'll be bumping it back to them, hoping that they spike it so I can get it out of their vicinity.
It looks so cute when they spike. Just want to throw that out
right? I love the art style for this particular minigame. They're so chibi. As a kid, I always wish I could play as like the opponent team, because like look at them, they're so tiny and baby. I want to play as them. You may be able to play at them with versus mode, but I never had a link cable or a friend that had this game as well. So yeah, this particular minigame can eat up a lot of time if they're not blocking properly, which I should have been ready for that one. Oh man, can't quite reach it. Alright, there we go. So we gotta get to 7 for this one, so it's gonna take a while if they keep performing very, like, smart. I don't want them to perform smart. I put them on easy for a reason. I need stuff like this to happen. Just give me that 4. Hammer alive volleyball. And by the way, the referee over there, we see him a couple times, is Robo Joe. That's Hamtaro's owner, Lara. Her grandfather, I want to say, made her like a hamster robot buddy so Hamtaro wouldn't be lonely at home, but little do they know, they go play every day at the clubhouse, so don't worry about that. But Robo Joe, he's a friend for them, so it's always nice to see him around. Alright, so we need one more score and then we can get through. Like I said, this in tennis, it's very dependent on the opponent. The other ones, it's just dependent on your level of skill, if you can pull it off or not, but... She's not being very nice, but we did it! We did it. So we've got the first volleyball set done. We're gonna go on. We won't see volleyball again until day 6. We're on day 3 right now. In a way, Boss was a pain in Ham Unite. Yeah, a little bit. Always telling us where to go, what to do. It's like, hey. And they're doing a little twirl over there. Whoops. Did not mean to go to the tennis court. I see everyone plugging the donations and incentives in there, so make sure to donate. There's a lot of stuff coming up.
Get those donations in.
So we're going to show off the next little Easter egg for this particular run. This one's a very cute one. I will never do this minigame without it. So, if you hold the R button, you might see a little something on Boss's back. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea, but, you know, I'm here for it. He's carrying a little Snoozer on his back. I love Snoozer. He's so cute. So Snoozer's like this little hamster in a sock that's always just sleeping. But he's not actually sleeping. He gets mad if you say he's sleeping. He's just always, like, cozy. Do a little thwacko with a hammer. Not the hammer, the shovel. If you don't have Snoozer carrying... You're not carrying Snoozer, he will have a pickaxe on him, so you can just break all the hurdles if he wants to. I do not recommend that, just because you won't get the speed boost, but if you want to cheat, that's an option. Cheat not to win, but just to cheat. And break expensive equipment, so there you go. The last one over here is, for the day, is, you're racing a little chick. Shout out to the chickens! They're like the horses for this game, so they're very cute, but also they're very mean to the hamsters in the anime, in the cartoon. So I was practicing this one a lot, because I used to be able to do this one perfectly. I can't do it perfectly now, but I am able to do it, like, competently enough to get a high score, because, I'll be honest, they do terribly on here. And I mean it, because I was actually practicing this, like, before going live on stream, like, just doing one more run. And I actually messed up this one quite a lot, but I still managed to get first, just because they're very merciful. Whoops. Yeah, the 7 is the one I can't hit, but just racing this little boy. While the little Penelope over here is just giving the smacker. Like, you can do it, little chickie. So, like, one of the people, like, the opponents that's racing with this is the zebra. It's funny to think of how the other hamsters would look racing on these little chickens. So, I don't know how well that goes for them, but that's probably why they do absolutely terribly. I know there's Hamberto over there. He was also racing on the... I kind of want to see Hamberto on the chick, basically, is what I'm saying.
Do you have time for a donation?
Alright, so we're... Oh, absolutely.
Right. We have a $5 donation from Kitty Love. It says, as I lie on the desk, purring and watching pixies run, I am thinking of my late hamster friends, Hamo and Queen. Love you, Pixie, and thanks for the love. Thanks,
Aww.
Kitty Love.
Thanks, Kitty Love.
Kitty Sweet.
I'll rip the hams for you, no problem. So this one's playing with the bow babies. Alright, so I think this one's more free. I love the pole vault. That should be a quick one. Tennis is back, so we're going to be in the finale. A little nervous about that one, but the carrot one, that one's free, I'll be honest. So we'll do our best in the pole vault. So for this one, they usually, once they get into the minigame, I'll explain it, but get Pashmina over here, MT's favorite. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
So I just try to set it like above 450, because like I think the person that gets second Daisy, she usually averages like 440. So it's very easy to get this. This is another one I like setting the world records on. These are actually like the Nintendo records that the staff set, so it just feels good. It's like, ha, I beat you. Like the time trials in Mario Kart, essentially. So that one's quick and dirty to get through. She got the gold medal. Proud of you. In the tennis finals. Oof. We're gonna get against Ivy, who's actually like probably one of my favorite hamsters from this game, just because she has this she's very southern. She's green. Green is such a pretty color, like an emerald green. I forgot the difficulties are reset, and she got a ponytail. So you know, don't ask me how a hamster gets a ponytail, but regardless, she's very cute. But we have Bo, so we're cuter. I'm hoping that she's just as dumb as Hamberto was. Just give me all the points early on. Don't rally it back. She rallied it back. So. But she didn't hit hard enough, so. She cuta. Thank you, Scooter. This game is just basically all about the cuta, which I'm all about. Cute.
I do love her green hair.
Nope. Yeah. When she cries when she loses the set, which is a little sad, but you know, she's just passionate. I think like in the show, like her teammate, oh, she hit me. Her teammates make fun of her like southern accent, I guess. Like I don't know why. They just don't get along. That's part of their storyline in this game, is that Bo, he picked like the best athlete. Can you just let me hit the ball? Can you just stop giving me these lets? And their whole arc is about getting along and becoming good teammates rather than just good athletes who are like good competitively, but being a good team. So if you're playing along the game, that's definitely something to watch out for. It's very cute. She's giving me quite the rally right now though, so I'm not appreciating that right now. So that was just for 15-15 after she smacks me in the face. She's stalling. She sure is stalling right now. She knows she's not gonna win, but... Usually like the lobbies, they take a bit longer, but they're more reliable to knock an opponent out, especially on easy. Don't do the let game again. I'm not here for it. But if they ever lobbied back to me, like did a lob shot, I cannot tell you how to lobby back because I haven't figured that out myself. All the time that I've been playing this since I was a kid, I have yet to be able to send a lob shot back to me, and they can do it perfectly. So I don't know, something sussy about that. All right, so we got the tennis one all done. This game would stop dropping frames for some reason. And the last one is the carrot pole. I'm not sure what Olympic game this is supposed to resemble or what, but hey, I'm here for it. Whoops, went to the stadium. Let's go to the lawn.
Can I ask what fruit you were eating to calm yourself down?
I was eating a clementine to calm myself down. Yeah. Gotta eat them quick, because if they get dry, they're not that fun to eat, but... I think it helped.
Good.
Maybe. It kept me from being hungry, so I'll take that. So this one, to get the best score, you gotta watch for Hamtaro's, like, mouth saliva, which is not particularly a cute way to explain it, but it's true, though. So, the bigger the bubbles are, like, the more points you get, but for the particular speed run, at a certain point, once you pass what they're about to get, which is usually like 333, I think is like the red hamster Rosie. I think that's her highest score over there. You just want to like mash through on this one just because there's no point. It's just going to take more time to go through all those points. And you get a little bonus for getting there faster, but it's not that important at all because You only get like essentially like an extra 30 points, which what is that really? We got 439. Very nice. So we're celebrating our little carrot thing, and now there's a hamster here that's Carobo. I don't know why he's just like a carrot, but he's just doing his thing. He just lives in the ground, I guess. And we're just not sure. A little wishy-washy, and it's like, just let him vibe as a carrot. So we have our, we're done day 4 now, which means I get a nice water break. And, we'll be hopping into our next day 5. So we got a bit of ground to catch up to make that 11 o'clock deadline, but if we go a little bit over, hopefully that's okay.
Is there a community for a speedrun of this game?
I'm not too sure actually about that. There weren't like a lot of runs on speedrun.com, so I don't know if there's a community, but maybe there is.
So this is self-taught from yourself then?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Essentially. There were like a couple, there were a couple, I watched like one video to get like an idea of like some tricks, like just skipping a couple events.
Okay. I was just curious.
There are different categories. Yeah, for sure. I'll explain some of those. So there's a couple of categories. One of the categories is just like any percent, which essentially means you just quit all the mini games and get to the end, which not particularly fun to watch, I wouldn't think. But there's also another run called Hamigo cards, which once you get all gold on the once you like get first place in general in the first Olympic Games, you get like a friend book, and there's 50 hamsters you have to find to become your friend, and that's the Hamigo card run. You have to get all 50 cards in the second playthrough of this, which they average about an hour and a half from what I saw. I haven't tried it out myself just because it's like it's a lot of work. Also, it's not for me. It's not as fun the second time around the playthrough just because they don't do like their cute little animations around the place, but
yeah,
it's a cool run.
What is he swimming through, or what are they swimming through?
What are they swimming through? They are actually swimming through clouds.
Oh,
Great
cute.
question. It looks like soap.
I thought it was like
but don't worry.
Don't worry. My brain went there, but...
No worries, no worries. I thought of soap as a kid, so better marshmallows than soap, I'd say. The Bo, the coordinator of this, he comes from like the Rainbow Kingdom, I think, and which is up in the sky. So I guess they specialize in clouds and stuff.
Cute.
So that's where they come from. Yeah. My favorite one for this particular minigame is the butterfly stroke, just because it's the easiest, like up, down, up, down. Plus, she looks like you're going fast anyway. So, Kashmir is definitely the best swimmer of the group here. We're doing the freestyle right now, by the way. So it was backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, and freestyle. I can only do backstroke myself. I'm not good at the other types of swimming strokes in there. So that'd be probably what I'd be doing.
I am a terrible swimmer, so.
Oh yeah?
Not my strength.
Don't worry, I was. I think I only started learning like in high school at like the community pool. I think that's when I first like.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's
high
go
school
here.
swim class was when I learned.
We didn't actually have swim class. This was like an after school kind of thing. And my mom, for some reason, thought it was a good idea to like give me like. I think this was back when like juicing was like super big. Like everyone's like, "Oh, get a juicer, get a juicer for everything." And so she was very insistent that I have a glass of juice before like swim class. But in the water, like I could just feel like the belching gas coming up. I'm like, oh, this is not comfortable at all. But you gotta suck it up and just go in there and belch it.
Yeah, not comfortable.
But it was fun. Oh, the bijou bow, by the way. Just want to point. when I was doing this practice run, Snack pointed out, I pointed out too, like with how cute everything is, like just how realistic this bow that she's carrying looks. It's just like an authentic bow.
It really is.
When like the only bow that, yeah, and like the only bow that I'm familiar with is from Inuyasha, where it doesn't have all this like little attachments and stuff. So I was like, what is all this stuff on here? So the score we're trying to beat right now is 36, I want to say. I think we pretty much got it, but you cannot quit this one because this minigame you have to do all the runs. Otherwise it's like, oh, you quit, you disqualified. Just because you scored high enough, it doesn't count. You gotta do all 6. So this is one of the ones we have to do them all. Diving is the same thing because I'm pretty sure I beat the diving score after like 3 like rounds, but you gotta stick, you gotta grin and bear it. The bijou. I think I told this story on my stream, but I only did archery once in my life, and it wasn't exactly like the best experience, just because it was like during like a grade 8 sports camp kind of thing for a day, and like the kids behind me was like, hurry up, and I'm like, I was already like self-conscious, like, oh gosh. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's like, fine, I'll pull the string, I'll just go. Don't let me have my fun. I was channeling my anime moment and they wouldn't let me do it, so I'm like, dang it.
Have you heard of I just forgot. Oh, combat archery?
Combat archery?
It's
I have
like
not.
paintball, but with archery,
okay.
and you have like dulled, I guess, arrows. I really want to do that.
Okay.
I used to teach
Interesting.
archery at my old job.
Oh, wow.
Archery's
Alright.
fun.
Sounds You gotta teach me sometime, because I would love to do it
some
still.
combat archery.
Alright, I'm in.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a commitment now.
Oh, I'm here for it.
By the way, we're doing sailing right now, so this one's cute. You basically have to move like the left and right trigger, so you're gonna hear me a little bit of clacking. That's why I'm trying to go straight, because when I was playing this at first as a kid, I had no idea how to play this game. It was not clear to me, but once I learned this like left right strat, I'm like, all right, this game is my I'm like the master at sailing now. They don't got nothing on me. Also, I didn't point this out, but usually Team Rainbow is like the best team. They're like your main rivals for everything. This one and sailing, actually, they're Team Seahams actually are the opposing team. They're the ones that are the biggest competition for you, which I think is nice that they did that, just because, first of all, it's a bit of variety, but also they're like water hamsters, so, you know, they're comfortable.
Or hamster.
Not very graceful, though. Yeah. Not very graceful, though, because they don't do well in the diving, they don't do well in the synchronized swimming coming up tomorrow. But, by the way, we're just sailing through the 5 circles, going a loop around, and there we go. 108. Second team was 208, so we pretty much killed the competition. Imagine that, pirates being the best at sailing, right? Like, totally makes sense to me. And also, I was doing a practice run of this. I don't know if this happened or not, but sometimes Team Jungle will actually beat Team Rainbow, which I always want to happen because Team Jungle essentially never wins anything unless you screw up royally, so I kind of want them to just get at least a couple medals home, but it doesn't always happen. But I think actually sailing sometimes they get 3rd, which is a nice, if you catch that, it's a nice little touch. They did not this time, though. They have no medals at the moment. I'm so sorry. So Crystal over here is asking, she always asks what's your favorite food. She asks different kinds of questions that you can share with like your friends whenever you connect with them. The question she always asks for this run is what's your favorite food. That could have been a fun little incentive to ask people, but we're just gonna go with hamburgers, which I don't know. I guess hamsters hamburgers, I guess that's what they're going for, but I would be very concerned if they're eating a hamburger. Unless it's made of like sunflowers or something.
It's a veggie hamburger.
It's a veggie hamburger. We'll go with that. So this one's a triple jump. Like pole vault and hammer toss, once we get the one like good run, we can like quit and I'm gonna try to aim for about 18 ham meters, 17.66. I think that's pretty comfortable, to put honestly. I think bow's usually about 16 ham meters, so we can just end it there. Yeah. Okay. Phew. 15. I like that the Team Jungle. I like the idea of like Team Jungle. It's not like who's best at the mini games. It's just who looks the best playing it, because they brought a bunny to do the triple jump, which I feel is appropriate, but maybe they're not the best at jumping. So this upcoming one, synchronized swimming, is the last of the Easter egg mini game. So if you want to hold down select while going in here, we'll see a little guest in the pool, which not supposed to be there. It's like a mini Easter egg, but it's cute. So this one's pretty simple. So if there's any like thing you want to announce or donations as far as that goes, this is probably the good one to do it, because it's just mainly gonna be cycling through this mini game.
We don't have any new donations, but we still have some incentives going on. Still in the lead as Saveberry for the Resident Evil run at 12:30 tonight. Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer still has I've never said y'all in my life. Has a commanding lead. We have Pokemon Snap, name that file. Carlos is also in the lead. And we have met the incentive for Snack to play that blindfolded, which is amazing. And
right.
Koi Lapras plushie also gonna be given away for that. I would like that.
Great choice, by the way.
Very great choice.
I would like that too.
And we have Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Slim Kirby will be running that tomorrow. And we're still needing to meet the incentive for that, the all unlockable levels of the game. We only have 55 to go for that one, and I believe there is also a prize for that one if that incentive is met. It is a Yoshi plush, and then we have, of course, the Super Smash Bros. Brawl with Bubba in boss battle mode, and that will be Pit and Dark Pit amiibos given away if we raise 150 for that incentive. And we've got until tomorrow afternoon for that one, so we've got some time, but don't forget about it.
Alright, sounds good. And we just finished synchronized swimming, so if you caught that in there was a hamster that wasn't supposed to be in the pool just chilling right there. It's young Stanford over there. He was just having a good time watching the ladies participate in the game. You know,
the scoundrel.
Just let him hang in the pool. He's like the flirt of the show, so he just wanted a front row seat. So we're back here with the volleyball. I'm hoping this one goes quicker. Like I said, when the first volleyball fist game was happening, they're a lot more aggressive with their spikes, so it's good to like. It should be easier to counter, but yeah, there we go. Got the body bump. Hamtaro plays V-ball. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna try to spike every time. So this, if I can get my blocks right, this should be a quick deal, and then we can jump into the final game, which that was the one I had to practice a lot when I was first doing that, just because timing of the emulator was a little wonky. Also, I'm not getting these blocks properly, so I need to focus, get the lining up just right. There we go. Because it's the rhythm one coming up, so that's the one I'm most nervous about. Right now, I'm just coasting right now on the volleyball one. Just enjoying my sweet time. They caught on. She's not doing the spike anymore. There we go. Good counter. It's like countering in Smash Bros. I'm doing my down B when I do the block. And I just like the little face when they like lose points, like get the shocked face. Bijou got a mean spike. She sure do. She's a great teammate to have for this one. She's doing all the damage while I'm just doing all the body
Hitting it,
bumps.
hitting it, hitting it.
Hitting it, hitting it. There we go. And that's game. And we are moving on to the big finale over here. So one of the things I like to do just on my casual thing is like lose the first, like both tennis and volleyball, just to give like the other teams a chance to shine with other medals. But so like usually Team C-Hams will get gold if you do that and you play in the losers round, but that also means Team Rainbow gets last place, which is oddly satisfying as well. A little cruel, but you know, they're the big honcho. They can afford to lose a game or two, so I like doing that for fun. And we're jumping on to the marathon one. So this one I'll have to focus a bit once it starts up. But before that, we got little Oxnard over here. He's going to be our partner for the marathon. He's a little nervous just because he's been eating a lot of seeds during this event and maybe put on a few ham pounds over there. So, but he'll be fine. He'll do a good job. And so will we. By the way, the little guitar riff, if you're a Hamtaro fan, Jingle does all the music for the ceremony, so that's his deal. We're getting ready to do the marathon. Everyone's at the stadium ready to watch the finale, all clapping for us. Look at the little bow babies doing a twirl for us. They're just ready for us to go. So, like I said, I'm going to be concentrating on this one because the rhythm thing always messes me up, and I have no idea how the emulator will cooperate with me today. So you have the rhythms on the wall, you have the auditory thing, and you have the visual cues. And you just want to tap the A button to match up with what you're doing. So we're going to go as fast as we can. For me, this was always like a tough one to do as a kid because I had no idea what they meant by like rhythm, but I felt so powerful once I figured out, it's like, this is what they meant. You gotta hit during the music notes. Pop, 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 pop.
Little face.
Alright, so we're gonna get a little. I also like we're doing a little water break over here. So we're going through like all the locations in the ham world. So that was the pool and athletes village, I believe. I think the next one coming up is the tennis court. Made of tires, which, good on them, recycling. We're going to the beach. I want to go to the beach. I don't care if it's cold. I'll go. Take me to the beach. And then the last place over here is the Ham Studios, which is actually made of soda cans, which they're using everything they got. And we're back in the stadium, and we're good to go. We're just coming up on time, so this is the last minigame. Once we reach Bo over there, once we get through this menu thing, we're just at 11 o'clock, so we just met the deadline even after the last screw-up. So.
Nice.
So time will be once I talk to Bo over there and we get to the screen, because the rest of it is just automatic, but we can cut it off with the credits. We don't have to watch the credits, but I do want to show off the winning... Oh, on time, by the way. So everyone's back to the ceremony, ready to... And we're just snoozing because we had a big 7 days. We were just so sleepy. And, the winner is, with all golds, 1 resets, Team Ham Hams, let's go! So Oxnard got dead last for sure. But yeah, thanks guys. This is basically the end of the run. I'm gonna check on the chat real quick while I'm doing this, but yeah, so I think with everything good to go, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this particular run. This was fantastic. A little nervous, but you know, I got it off. I shook it off by the end, and it was just a good showcase. I'm glad I got to show this for SGM. You guys have been great with the donations so far, and yeah, I just want to thank MT over here for, you know, being my rock over here when I was all nervous.
I hope I wasn't annoying.
No,
Okay,
no,
good.
no, you're good, you're good. I just felt bad cutting you
no,
off.
you're
every
fine.
time.
Like, I didn't want to break your rhythm or anything. I just...
No, I could just talk all day because I'm nervous.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Nice job, Pixie.
Thank
GG.
you. So, just whenever you're ready to let me go, because I know we got Family Feud, which I will be a part of afterwards right away.
Very
So,
nice.
I just gotta get in there. And all the GGs, thank you. And whenever you want to kick us off, Scooter, I'm ready to go.
Thanks, Pixie.
Thank you.